Welcome to another episode of Here Comes the Judge. It's your Yogi Judge, Judge Dawson, and it is a great day to be alive. And let me give you one caveat to that. It's a great day to be alive as long as we are consciously making good decisions. Because I see it every day in my courtroom that for some people it is not that good of a day when you look at the situations and circumstances that they put themselves in. Now, with that being said, my message for you today is that you and we have to be very careful. We have to think twice, maybe 3 or 4 times about the people that we allow into our lives and into our environment. That can be your work life, your entrepreneurial life, your personal life, and especially your love life. See, we don't often understand until it's too late how detrimental a relationship has been to our future and our existence. Time and time again in my courtroom, I am dealing with people who are caught up in a legal situation because they made the wrong decision about who to invest their time in. Either they connected themselves to a guy or a girl who ended up being toxic to them in their future, or maybe they got involved with a business idea with someone who was already a predator and looking just to take advantage of them. The bottom line is that we have to be very, very careful. Let's look at it from a relationship standpoint. The problem that we face in relationships, and I'm telling you, I see it all the time in my courtroom, I see it in life, is that as humans, we want to connect with people. We want to be in love. We want to be together. There's a longing that we have for relationships. And oftentimes that causes us to make missteps and bad judgment calls when it comes to people. And the worst part of it all is that we are not crazy. None of us are that crazy. You see the red flags. If you're dealing with a guy, let's talk to the ladies. If you're dealing with a guy and he shows anger issues, you see that very soon. If you're dealing with a guy and he shows that he's overly possessive, you see that very shortly. But yet what we do is when we're courting somebody and we're interested in being with someone and don't want to be alone, we ignore those signs. Oh, it's cute that he's very jealous, or he wants to know where I am all the time, or he was mad because I didn't text him when I got home. He cares about me. No, that is an example of a person who is overbearing, and that can turn into a toxic situation. It is up to each one of us to care enough about ourselves to look at the red flags and say, I am not going to settle for this. Sometimes it is better to be alone than to be in a relationship that can turn deadly, flat out deadly. Now, let's look at a business situation, because I'm going to take it from one end of the spectrum to the other end. If you are an employer, like myself, I happen to be a judge, which is amazing, but at the same time, I have a staff that I must hire. So I'm responsible for a lot of people, and I must admit, I have made the mistake of hiring with my heart. You do not want to hire people with your heart, because when you hire with your heart, inevitably you may make the wrong decision because you care about people. I have given people jobs who have turned around and been disrespectful to me, unappreciative, or at the very least, they have not worked out in the position that I gave them, but I care so much about their well-being that I sacrificed the vision of my business, the vision of my court, my responsibility. So if you have found yourself in that situation where you've decided to care a little bit more about people than you care about yourself, or you want to give people second chances or give people jobs and you are in charge of your own destiny, be careful. Don't hire with your heart, because the same as a relationship, you have to be careful about who you let in your life and in your sphere of influence and in your business, because they will tear your business down. And the minute that you want to confront them on something or try to get them to improve something, you turn into the bad guy. You turn into the person that's nagging. You turn into the unreasonable boss. You turn into the person that does not care about their concerns, when in reality, you have to care about your business first. So my message to you today is be careful. Think 1, 2, 3 times before you let somebody in your life. Again, that could be your business life, your personal life, and especially your love life. Because relationships that are toxic can turn into tragedy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard from me. It's Judge Dawson, the Yogi Judge. And as we do every time we end Let's take 2 deep breaths together to recenter our energy. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you next time. Namaste.